Morning. 6:30, overslept. Had a noisy night. Wind picked up, really strong. They didn't predict that. Slightly saggy hex 3. Off. Stella wanting loads of love at this time of the morning. Go away. But it done its job. Got condensation there, but I think that was due to the weather conditions, because the bottle was outside and that got loads of condensation. So the weather changed. It dropped last night. I got to sleep about, I don't know, 10, half 10, and the temperature really dropped. It was 7 degrees, 7.3 when I last checked, but it dropped from that. But it's done its job lovely. Bit rustly because it's the older material. I don't know if it's a nylon or what, but yeah, the wind picked up really strong. So it was a bit noisy. Didn't expect that. So I got about 6 hours sleep. Lovely morning. Dogs are happy, but I'm normally up by 6, so it cost me half an hour. All that noise last night. Look at them running around. I chucked the Alp Kit bivvy bag over Stella, even though she had a little jacket on, because it just really dropped temps and I was worried she would get too cold. It's quite chilly now, but it's passable. Better than I thought it'd be, put it like that. Still sleepy, a bit of a breeze. I'll check the temperature in a minute. Better get on with breakfast and feeding the dogs. Oh dear. Joys, eh? But inside, it was weird to get used to a hexagonal shaped inner. Plenty of room, so I put my kit, if you get what I mean. I don't know, it's a real mess, I can't really show you now. But I put my kit down the middle, had the dogs on, 2 dogs on that side and me on this side, so there's plenty of room. It was just them getting used to it as well, which Rebel was being a little pain, so I had to kind of enforce my rules on him. But he was a pain yesterday anyway. Hopefully he'll be better today. Go. I'm going to feed them. They're telling me they want food. Right. I'll see you in a bit. (8:02). Packed up. Just got to put water bowl, dog water bowl, and load the dogs up. That's where we were. No trace. That's where I was eating. No papers, nothing. That's where I brushed my teeth. I spat out, sorry, that'll dry off. But it's not too bad there. Little lumpy in spots. No wonder the dogs rolled towards me a bit, but I had more room than when I normally do. But as you can see, no mess left. Just load the dogs up, load my pack on, lead. And water bowl, last water bowl, make sure they got water. I've got plenty of water. I don't want to throw it away because I filtered it and it seems stupid. It means carrying it, but hey, it's not as much as it was yesterday. Pack it on to be about 35, something like that, pounds. But look at the view. I just done a weather check with the Kestrel meter. It's roughly 12.8, 12.9, 3.3 mile per hour wind. Feels something like 12.5, 11 at the worst. Sometimes it dips. So it's perfect hiking weather. Perfect for the dogs as well. One thing I didn't say yesterday when I came up, this is, I believe it's Crowden Brook, just what we crossed from the Woolpacks. There was water. I carried water all the way from just below Swinesbat up here along the top. And then I found water. I mean, 2 times I've been here before I've been here on a day excursion and it was dry anyway then. But I mean, 2 times I've wild camped this side and there's never been any water anywhere around there because it's been so dry. But this time last year it was like 20 degrees. I was checking on my records. It was 18s and 20s through the week, so this week it's been like 10s, 12s and somewhere around there, so it's not as warm, not as hot as last year, obviously, hence the water. Plus they've had recent rainfall, I think. Right, so I made up time. I all set off about 8, so we're going Bleaklow, but I'm not going to do Bleaklow Stones. I might camp around the back of Bleaklow today, or I might push on to Grinny, but what I'm doing today is just an enjoyable walk. I'm going to walk all the way along the southern ridge to Downfall, Kinder Downfall, then across the western side, then down to Mill Hill, along our normal path, up to Hern Springs, filter more water, and then just take it steady. Have lunch somewhere in between there. It's an enjoyable day today. I've been that way several times, and I don't want to go where there's lots of people and you end up in Crookston Knoll and Hope area and all that. So this way I'll be busy maybe in a bit with day hikers, but once I get on the Pennine Way it should quieten down. I keep calling it Snake Pass Road. It's Snake Road, isn't it? In the last videos I remember I kept calling it Snake Pass. So that's the plans for today. Just enjoy it. Before I do go, last night, noisy. Apart from the wind rustling, trains running along here, sounding their horns or whatever it is, and the planes seemed to be flying all night last night. Normally it quietens off. I don't know if we were directly underneath the flight path. So I've got to say I prefer the northern side. I know the planes will still fly over there, but no trains or anything like that. You might hear the odd car very faintly in the distance. But yeah, it was a really noisy night, and we had a grouse come up to, I couldn't tell you I was inside, but it seemed really close to the actual tent and going crazy at us this morning to tell us clear off. So it was a really noisy camp. Rebel Stella, look at them full of life. Rebel Stella, yeah. Too much energy. I always worry about them, and look, next morning this is what they're like. So it's obviously I'm worrying too much. Right, got to pack up and set off. I'll see you in a bit. There seems to be plenty of water around. That's a good sign. It's great for the dogs. Look at these views. Can't beat them, can you? Probably on the camera it don't look steep. Trust me, it's very steep down there. I'm not sure where I'm going because there's a lot of loose stones up here. Take your eye off and you roll on one of them. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. Here's Crowden Clough from this side. We've just come from over that side. And the rocks on the horizon, that's where we all camped last night. Beautiful. That's where we're going. Through this lot. The drop down not steep on the video, but trust me, it's a steep one. People fell down there, you'd not. I'm going to stop. Right. Put this away so I can carry on. Just past the Woolpacks. Saw a wild camper in the distance. He's still pitched. Looks like he's having a chill out. No one around, so I don't blame him. I'm probably too eager we were. I was just showing you the path that leads up from Jacob's Ladder, and you can just see the base of Jacob's Ladder down there in the centre, which leads to the path that leads all the way up to Swine's Back, where we joined last night. That's where a lot of people come up. Tell you what, it's warm. Not much breeze. We're continuing along this path towards Swine's Bat, and then we'll veer to the right to get the downfall. Kinderlow trig point, Platts, Stella Platts. Dogs, I'm getting them to rest. Just trying to get them to stay in the shade. Even though it's only about 13-14 degrees, it's quite hot. Luckily we've got a breeze coming from the western side now. I'm getting them to cool off. Because they're carrying the packs and it's quite warm. I've put my hat on. That's how warm it's getting. I'm worried about burning my head. No, they won't sell. But look at the views. Nice and slow. Well, hold on. That's where we come from. We're the Woolpacks, Pym Chair and Crowden Clough. That's looking over the moors. That's looking towards Kinder Downfall. There'll be Glossop, Manchester, and probably a bit of Hayfield over there. This bit, I get up here. Haven't seen anyone except that wild camper. Look up here, plenty of places to pitch up here, isn't there? But it gets windy though. You're on the highest spots. Very hazy everywhere else. But clear here. Typical, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So I've had a drink, put my hat on because it was because it was getting hot. Getting them to have a little rest, but they don't want to rest. That pack's doing really well on Stella. I might change Rebel to his pack. Got one for him because this one it keeps shaking and it's getting on my nerves. Got to put my rock on my cane over there in a minute. Don't know if you can pick it up playing that. Or really faint. That's all I heard last night. I thought they would slow down overnight, but no, they were going all night. Obviously holiday season. Rebel, Stella, not too far. Beautiful. Bet you couldn't get any pegs in this ground here. But it's a lovely spot to pitch because you can choose views. Plus, when you set off in the mornings, you can choose which way you want to go if you're on a multi-day. If you pitch here, you can either go south, west, or carry on southern end and then cut across. You can go that way and cut across. A field day. Rebel, Stella, not too far. Right, a little bit longer here and then we'll move on to Kinder Downfall. I'm not going to go round that bit, I'm going to go that bit, straight towards it. I've seen all that so many times. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. I'm trying to reach the trig point, but I'm not stupid, I'm going to jump up there. I'm too old for that. Hold on. Got to touch the trig point, haven't you? No one said how you got to touch it. There you go, so I can say I've touched the trig point. Oh, an extension. So that counts. I'm not jumping up. Rebel, Stella. This way, please. Stella. I turned my back and you wandered. Right, we've got to move off in a minute. Lovely spot. I walked by it many times. Never come up here. Don't know why. I've seen it. I think it's because it's always been busy. So many people. I mean, look, people do certain things and then leave their toilet paper there. But beautiful. Makes you laugh when you look at the weather forecast and you go 12, 13, you think, oh no, it's going to be quite cold. It is if you stand still and do nothing for an hour. And when you're walking, it's perfect hiking weather. It's perfect for the dogs as well. Oh, I've got to put a stone in my cane. Yeah. Oh, I can put one down there. There's a little cane down there. We'll build that one up. Dogs are having a field day. Look at that. How do you calm them down? Stella, I'm trying to get you two to rest. You're going to be tired later on. What a beautiful view. Kinder Reservoir. That's where I normally come up, and that's where I'll be going down tomorrow. I can see that path along the top there now. You won't see it. Hold on, where's my finger gone? I'm trying to find my finger. Can't find it. Anyway, just over the Kinder Reservoir, you see a little white building? That's a shooting lodge. I wanted to go up to that and then cross over the top of that hill where the brambles are towards the crest, which is Mill Hill over that way. I know what I'm on about. If you don't know what I'm on about, I'm sorry. Hey, you two. I'm going to drug these two so they calm down. What beautiful views. On the way to Kinder Downfall, another stream or trickle of water anyway. Mermaid's Pool in the centre. Rebel, don't go too far. Good view of it there. Kinder Downfall's just around the corner. Nice cool breeze. And the dogs have been refreshed, so I'm happy. Right, keep going. Kinder Downfall. And some water. First time I've seen water on it. And a couple of walkers as well. But it is like 10:25 nearly. That's where we come from. Lovely cool breeze. People climb up that in the winter. Can't believe it. I think people climb out even at this time of year. That is steep. Pretty steep down there. And not one for heights, not one for sitting on the edges. Up at Kinder Downfall. More water. Unbelievable. Never seen any water. This time last year, no water. Because it was so hot. Just shows how different the seasons are. Rebel, fuse. Don't get carried away. I just had a little stop. Had some chocolate. I set off this morning, felt fine, but just didn't feel, I don't know. Can't put the word on it. Just didn't feel excited, felt kind of like that. I reckon my sugar level was down, just touched. A couple of little miniature, well they're not miniature, they're small Mars bars. And a drink, whew, felt 100 times better or something. Sugar level's right up. It's amazing how silly little things can affect you. Pack ain't carrot killing me. I mean, I'm getting used to carrying like 33, 32 pounds now, so that's not a problem. But I've got to get across there, you. I'm not getting wet. It's nice to see water here. It makes a big difference because it takes the panic off me with the dogs. I can stand here and just let them paddle in it and all that and cool off. Rebel! Go and get a drink. Even if they don't get a drink, they'll paddle it. Rebel, Stella, drink. Probably won't drink, but they'll paddle in it and it cools them down. You know what I mean? The paws get cool. Just like us, you know what I mean? If we're hot, have a brew. Makes us feel better mentally. Yeah. The other side of Kinder Downfall. Nice to hear water trickling. You can see water trickling off this front ledge here. Sandy haze, but not too bad today. Sheep, so I've got to keep an eye on these two. Walking with them on the lead is just too hard because they've got packs. Rebel! Yeah. Right, I'll move on. Time is, hold on, 11:03. Have lunch soon. Right. Onwards and onwards. Near Hill next. Got to follow the western side now. They're leading the way. Right. Just had lunch. Spent an hour chatting to God knows how many people up there. It was lovely. We had hikers. We had even people from my hometown, and I didn't even realise we were chatting for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It was really nice. So it's now 7 minutes past 1. Been up here since about 12:09, I think. It's Mill Hill. Got Kinder Scout over there. Temperature's dropped a bit because we've got a bit of cloud. But now we're going to proceed up to Snake Road. I keep calling it Snake Pass Road. Rebel, this way! So we've got to load the dogs up and then move off. And the next time you see me, it'll probably be at Bleaklow. Right, yeah, got to load you two up. See in a bit. High shelf stones. Not big on the video. That's a bit better. That's where the B29 crash site is, which I showed on one of the early videos. Very hot. It is 2:15. Still quiet. The odd person about. Not many. I mean, look, it's only 4 cars, 5 cars down there at the most. If you can see. About. So it's not that many, is there? Ooh. I will say it'll be. I've looked on weather. The Met Office weather forecast says 12 degrees today. Well, it's hotter than that, I can tell you that now. It says 8 tonight, so it shouldn't be a cold night. But and the winds are moderate, like 8, 9, 14, 15 at the most. So we should be fine. And look at the dogs that never stop. They've been brilliant today. Realised what the problem was yesterday. His pack wasn't right, it was overloaded or it wasn't balanced right. And he was shaking it because it wasn't balanced right, because it was getting on his nerves. So every time I heard him shaking it, I was telling him to stop. But at the end of the day, it wasn't his fault. Rebel, Stella! Yeah, I want you jumping in black mud. We're going to get water in a minute. They've had water at Mill Hill, but it's getting hot. Here. Don't go in that. It's dirty. You'll get a plate of water in a minute. Right, I've got to go. They're a handful. Still going on this Pennine Way. Whew. Thankfully we found some breeze. The breeze disappeared again. In the gullies there's no air at all. 12 degrees? Yeah, I'm sure. Look at the dogs. Does that look like 12 degrees? Plenty of water up here, thank God. Ooh. High shelf again from a different angle. You can see Kinder Scout in the far distance, that's where we come from, the other side of that. So you can imagine how many miles we've covered today. There's 3 or 4 just over that featherbed top, which is between Mill Hill and that road. So it's a fair few miles. Right, we got a crack on. Whew. What a view, eh? Heading on to that. We can go as far as that. That's Grinny Stones, that clump of rocks sticking out. And that's Bleaklow Stones. We're not going as far as that. We're going about in the middle somewhere at the back. And that's the plan. Because it's hot, we've done a lot of miles. So we're going to get some water and we're going to just chill for about an hour. Just filled with water. Still on the Pennine Way. Got 2, 4, 5, nearly 6 again. So it's another what? Nearly 12. Well, it's 2.2 pounds per litre. So it is, call it £2 each one. There's another £12. So I'll be back on 33, 43, about £43 now. Dogs are replanning. Get a drink if you want it, Stella. If you want any water, Stella. If you want any drinks, get them top right up. I don't care how much you drink. That's what I want to say. Take as much in as I can. Then what I've got tonight is for tonight, rather than not drinking, getting where we're going, and then being dead thirsty. So I've got to carry up here, and then we'll get to Bleaklow Head. So I'll see you up there. Oh, by the way, time is what? 23 minutes past 3, so doing lovely. Hern Stones in the distance there. Rebel, where are you going? Show you some of the path. You have to excuse me puffing. It's very hot. I've got a hat on, which will make me hotter. If I take it off, I'll cook ahead. And I'm carrying a heavy pack. And now it's muddy. It's been like this on the way up. Turning into a right old quagmire. Woo! Needs more a bit of rain does, doesn't it? Luckily it's not too bad here. Some bits I was playing hopscotch. But a man of my age is not very funny. Uh-oh. Whoa, 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 Rebel. Got to see where we're going. Yeah, I thought so, we're going wrong. I was following where they've got, the footpath's gone. Hold on. See how easy, take my head off. Head away. We gotta go out there. Some people are trying to do shortcut, ended up making it really hard on themselves. Probably went all over that, yeah. They say it's 12 degrees, I kill them. I'm not complaining, it's lovely to have the weather like this. Right, I'll show you when I get out to Bleaklow Head. Bleaklow Head. And not a soul about. Wow. And the sun's gone under some cloud, which is good, or behind some cloud. You two! We go this way. As I said, I ain't got no specific spot today. Rebel, Stella! Where are you going? You're on a different walk, are you? There was 2 people ahead of us that were going to Bleaklow Head. And they haven't come back. Here, oh, they went away. They haven't come past us coming back. They said they were going to Bleaklow Head and then coming back. So where they gone? They're not there. Whoops, sorry, I'm waving you all over the place, aren't I? Anyway, we're going this way. This path just disappears soon. So, don't believe there's a path going where we go, or Bleaklow Stones. If there is, it's very trivial. I saw some nice spots last time I was up here. I want to look over to the north side, I guess. So, as I say, anywhere nice. I wouldn't mind getting near Bleaklow Stones because there's supposed to be remains of an aircraft wreck. Sadly, 2 airmen died. It was 1941. What will I say? Footprints in the mud. So someone's been this way. So all these paths just disappear. You end up with sheep trails and God knows what trails. If you go around the front, which a lot of people do, you're gruff jumping. Go around the back end, it seems to be more drier, firmer and easier going. But again, you've got to know what you're doing, otherwise you get lost up here. You might as well not bother. You wander around here for hours if you didn't know what you did. That's why a map and compass always should be taken. I got one even though I know where I'm going. It's not about the fact you could get kind of heat stroke, could feel ill. Just someone takes you when you're ill and you're not thinking straight. So sometimes you might have to resort to the map and compass. So I don't know how far we're going. I'm just looking for a nice spot out of the way, not near people. The further we go this way, the more further away we're going from people. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, got the Go Light Shangri-La X3 up. Looks much better this time. Last night was a bit of a rush. The wind is coming from behind me, behind the camera, going towards that way. So we'll get plenty of ventilation. And look, there's a good rigid structure. It will take up to about 25-30, probably even more. But then got the guy-ups like the more modern versions had. Modern versions had guy-ups on each corner, so you could guy it out to give it more structure in strong winds. But for what we want, this kind of weather and summer and the future, because in really good weather you can just use the inner. You won't need this outer, but you bring it just in case. But slightly, because there's no tufted grass now, you got that ventilation all the way round, because we got a little bit of condensation this morning when I was packing away, but I turned it inside out and let the sun bake on it and it dried most of it out. So now setting up inside, and I'll show you that in a minute. But look at the views we've got. 360 windmills towards Sheffield Way, I guess. That is. Lots of insects about at the moment. Flying about, not midges, little beetles. That's the wind the wind's coming from over that brow there. So we're not really high up, but we're still getting it because there's not much to deflect it. That's not bad, is it? It's quite nice. Must admit, I'm tired. It's a lot of miles we've done again today. I haven't added them up. I've got it on my watch. I've got a Casio, what is it, GPS watch, G-Shock. So that's all logged on that. I did put it on a view ranger, but for some reason my view ranger knocked itself off when we were at Kinderlow. Don't ask me why. But as I say, I've done Bleaklow Stones over that way, Bleaklow Stones about there, I guess. So I've done all that over that side. So I wanted a view of this for a change. And we're in the middle of nowhere here. And I also wanted to look at that wreckage, which I'll do in a bit and I'll film. Look, we've got the whole place wide open. Dogs, you've got a great big playground tonight. At least I can see them this time. They won't disappear behind things unless they go behind some of these rocks. I can have a nose around the rocks. You might see like sculptures or graffiti, you know, from the Second World War or whatever. I haven't seen a soul. They're coming here. A week and a half ago I walked all that back end and then came up through the gullies. It was perfect. It was nice and dry, no problems. Loved every minute. Today everything's swamped. So I don't know how much rain they've had, but they must have had a bit. So I got moist socks, I'll say. Rebel, Stella, leave it alone. Every time I turn my back they're eating rabbit feed. Leave it. So yeah, I've got to do the inside now, set up the living quarters as such. So get everything rigged up because I've got plenty of light. Last night I had 50 minutes and it was just like chaos, panicking all over the place. Right, I'll show you in a bit. Right, I'll show you inside the tent. Stay there, you two. Don't want them in. Yeah. Sorry about that. Tilted you sideways. As you can see, my quilt goes over there. They got two sleeping bags that I can fold over them if it got really, really chilly. And in between here, to stop them hitting the pole, I put the kit, like the bags, dog harnesses, dog packs, and my osprey pack in the middle. That way I'm not bothered by the dogs, and they are not bothered by me. All in all, it's a good size setup. Very happy, and all electrics and anything I need I stick behind me so I can just reach behind. That's Stella's light jacket she's going to have in a minute. Temperature's dropping. Just close that, stop any bugs going in. Sun is getting low. We'll be turning in about 9ish. I know it's a bit early, but there's no point standing out. We've had a really long day and I didn't get much sleep yesterday. Last night. Nothing around. Absolutely nothing. Saw some sheep, 2 sheep, but they've cleared off since I saw the dogs. Probably loads of rabbits around here. Hares, sorry, mountain hares. Saw a couple today, but they were gone as soon as they saw us. Boom, gone. Right, last jobs now, and then we'll be calling it a day. Away. As I say, sunset's at about 9, about 5 to 9, something like that, I think it is. So we've got about another 55 minutes, which we're giving the last jobs to do. We'll have a walk around, make sure dogs have got plenty of water. I'll do any bits I have to do, and that's it, job done. Whilst these are like idiots. What can you do, eh? They've done God knows how many miles, and look at them. And they are exhausted, but they still won't stop playing. They do this every time we're on a wild camp. I do it at home, don't know why. He's getting cocky, so I wouldn't be surprised if she starts snapping at him sooner or later. Because he's been cocky with me. Look at him, standing, trying to be dominant, standing on her shoulders. She won't put up on it, she's too wise, Stella is. She'll take a chunk, look, see, she'll soon. But that's what he wants her to run after him. But she'll always be boss. I thought I'd just show you the tent and just let you know I was going to knock out the head soon. I didn't know these are going to put a show on for you. Uh-oh. Hey! Don't be rough. She's getting a bit narky with him. Probably getting tired. I don't know why I interfere, because dogs know how to sort each other out. Watch the tent. Not there. Over there. Over there. Wouldn't put past one of them flying through the tent. Then we'd be really stuck. Go. Go. Go on. She's getting snappy with him. I can see it coming. He doesn't. He's stupid. I'll give him some more water in a minute. They must be about out on that. Good thing is there's plenty of water now on the way back, so I don't need to panic so much for them first hour or so. Right, I'll check that and make sure it's tighter. It's got a bit saggy there. See what I mean? You set it and it's perfect, and then as the temperature changes, the nylon changes. Oh. And that's what causes the rustling at night when it's flapping if it's loose. As I say, like all shelters, I want it slightly lower at the back, because that's where the wind's coming from. I don't want too much going under and giving us a chill, because there's a hell of a lot of mesh at the top of the inner. And that's, I think, the reason we felt the chill last night, because when the temperature really did drop, you can feel all the air coming in. So I'll check that, make sure that's tighter, so it's nice and taut. Even so, look at it now. I'll show you it in the morning. It'll still be saggy in the morning. Where them two go? Right there. Right, I can go now. I think they've stopped. But it's a lovely system, isn't it? I like it. Very rare. They're all about gone now. Right, going now. Catch you in the morning, probably next time. Unless something happens, says. And I hope something doesn't happen.